Good morning, everyone. This report is going to talk about the fact sheet and how to do conservation planning to protect our natural and human resources. First, let me tell you what does it mean, a conservation planning. A conservation planning is a natural resource problem-solving and management process. This process integrates ecological, it means natural resource, economic and social consideration to meet private and public needs. This approach, which intends in defining desired future conditions, improve natural resource management, minimize conflict and address problems and opportunities.
Now I will talk about the soil. It's the collection of natural bodies that form in earthy material on the land surface. The term is popularly applied to the material on the surface of the Earth, Moon and Mars, a usage acceptable within a portion of the scientific community. A soil consists of mineral and organic matter, as well as living organisms. The soil comprising the pedosphere is positioned at the interface of the lithosphere with biosphere, atmosphere, and hydrosphere. The soil formation, or pedognesis, is the combined effect of physical, chemical, biological, and anthropogenic process on the geological parent material resulting in the formation of soil horizon.
After that, I will give you more information about water. Water is tasteless, and the elastic standard is essential to unknown forms of life and is known as the universal solvent. It appears colorless to the naked eye in small quantities. It covers nearly 70% of Earth's surface. The UN Environment Programme estimated that 1.4 billion cubic kilometers available in Earth, and it exists in many forms. It appears mostly in the ocean and the polar ice caps, but it is also present as clouds, rainwater, rivers, freshwater, aquiferous lakes, and sea ice. Water in these bodies perpetually moves through a cycle of evaporation, precipitation, and relief to the sea. Clean water is essential to human life. In many parts of the world, it is in short supply. Significant quantities exist on the mounds in Europe and Enceladus. Thales of Meteors, an early Greek philosophy known for his analysis of the scope and the nature of the term landscaping, believes that as is a.
And now I'm going to talk about another natural resource, mineral. To be classified as a true mineral, a substance must be a solid and have a crystal structure. It must also be an inorganic, naturally occurring homogeneous substance with defined chemical composition. The chemical composition may vary between n members of mineral system. For example, the plagioclase feldspars comprise a continuous series from sodium-rich albite to calcium-rich anorthite, with four recognized intermediate compositions between. Mineral-like substances that don't strictly meet definition are sometimes classified as mineral lodes. Other natural occurring substances are non-mineral. Industrial minerals is in a market term and refers to commercially valuable mined materials.
After that, wildlife is all non-domesticated plants, animals, and other living things that have been removed from nature and raised in environment that is more or less controlled. Domestication acts of finding or controlling wild plants and animal species and producing them for human benefit is performed often and has an impact on the environment, both positive and negative. Wildlife is very general term for life in ecosystems, preserves rainforests, plains, and other areas, including the most built-up urban cities, or have distinct forms of wildlife.
And now we will give you information about human resources. First, education is the process by which an individual is encouraged and enabled to fully develop his or her potential. It may also serve the purpose of equipping the individual with what is necessary to be a productive member of society. Through teaching and learning, the individual acquires and develops knowledge and skills. The term education is often used to refer to formal education. However, the word's broader meaning covers a range of experiences, from formal learning to the building of understanding and the knowledge through day-to-day experiences. Ultimately, all that we experience serve as a form of education.
Monument is a statue, building, or other edifice created to commemorate a person or important event. They are frequently designed as artistic objectives to improve the appearance of a city or cities that are plain streets as Washington and Brazil. They are often built around monuments. The worship of monuments, it means the vertical geometry, not physical detail. Or conserved to help organize public space in the city before it was ever connected with the geography. Other cities have monuments placed that are already important or are sometimes redesigned to focus on one. Ali suggested in his famous poem Ozymandias, it means look on my works, meeting and despair. The purpose of a monument is very often to impress or away. In English, the word monumental is often used as a reference to something of extraordinary and power. The word comes from the Latin monier, which means to remain or to warn.
Health is the functional and metabolic efficiency of an organism at any moment in time, at both the cellular and global levels. All individual organisms, from the simplest to the most complex, vary between optimum health and zero health. It means death. In the medical field, health is commonly defined as an organism's ability to efficiently respond to challenges and effectively restore and sustain a state of balance. Known as an homeostasis, another widely accepted definition of health is that of the World Health Organization WHO. It states that health is a state of a complete physical, mental and social well-being, and not merely the substance of a disease or infirmity. In more recent years, this statement has been modified to include the ability to lead a socially and economically productive life. The WHO definition is not without criticism, as some argue that health cannot be defined as a state at all, but must be a process of a continuous adjustment to the changing demands of living and of the changing meaning we give to life. The WHO definition is therefore considered by many an idealistic goal rather than a realistic proposition.